In the early 1970s, when I got into this area of work, of course I'm old, in the early 1970s, crisis intervention theory was all the rage. It was suddenly becoming the exciting thing to do. Rather than bringing people into hospital, we would send out the therapeutic team into someone's own home, and rather than identifying the individual patient as being necessarily the person with the problem, so we'll take them into hospital, you'd work with the family. You work with getting people to talk to each other about what the issues were, and you'd help the whole family. It was very much a family therapy model of crisis intervention. And one particular hospital in North London, Knapsbury, became the kind of nerve centre, the place where a lot of these ideas were coming out. And somehow or other, I came across one of the other psychiatrists at Knapsbury, who had been slightly askance a lot of all this exciting stuff. We're going to go in and the sort of saviour approach to crisis intervention, and he came up with a kind of almost like the antidote, or at least certainly the counterpart, and he called it Furore theory, saying that most crises are not easily resolved, not easily moved on from. Most crises are the kind of acute eruption of problems that have been around for years and years and years, chronic entrenched difficulties. And to what charge in there, I think you can solve the bit that's sticking up, the bit that's acute problem at the moment, is to miss not only what's really underlying things, but also what you can do. He came up with the idea that sometimes the kindest thing you can do with somebody is to empathize. Not to offer them some change, not to offer them an intervention that will kind of magically find a key to unlocking their distress and difficulty, but just to again, that concept of witness, just to say, God, that's really difficult. I can really understand how that would make you feel really dreadful, and just to share that sense, to appreciate, to recognize, to witness. Now, it sounds almost slipshod to say, oh, well, that's something you can do, because it's nothing like a solution. It's huge. But I do think it's something we need to value. Just the ability to empathize and to say, that's shit. That really is. You're right to be feeling dreadful. Feeling dreadful about this is not your problem that we need to solve. It's just kind of heroic to be doing as much as you are doing. I'm amazed that you're holding it together as well as you are. So I pass that on for what it's worth.